you listen to reason? Will you open your eyes?
To move over here to Ed in Austin. How are you?
Hey.
Hi.
Am I on?
You're on the air. This is Matt and Beth.
Hey, man, this is your buddy Ed, Matt. And I told myself I'm not going to call you again, but I'm still watching the show. And I just wanted to make one point about comparing the honor killing in Canada with the with Andrea Yates and the kind of stuff that sometimes goes on in the wacky side of Christianity. And that there is a difference, and that honor killings are political. They say their families are becoming Americanized, but that's really code words for liberal, more liberal.
Sure.
And that's not what really happened with Andrea Yates. I don't remember all the facts.
I didn't say I did.
I think she was more like mentally ill and more one of those things like it's a wicked world and my kids can't go to hell or whatever kind of thing, which is kind of insanity.
How is that different from a Muslim who thinks that this is a wicked world and it's wicked for his daughters to become more westernized?
Well, there is a little bit of a parallel there. But
that's it. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, but with the Islamic thing, and I'm not going to bash Islam because I know there are a lot of progressive Islamic people who are afraid to speak out, basically, because of the violence inherent in fundamentalism. And but I think it's just a little bit, there is a big difference. There's not, I think I've made my point already, and I've called before, and I do feel like that I disagree with you on the issue of that progressive religion somehow encourages fundamentalist religion.
No, what it does, I didn't say encourages.
Well, you said that in the past.
Okay, well then let me correct it. Beth, go ahead.
It shields it.
What is that?
It legitimizes it. It serves as a legitimizer and a shield for it because guess what? The crazy fundamentalist, snake-handling Pentecostal in the woods of North Carolina uses the exact same Bible that the gay church in San Francisco uses. They appeal to the same God, the same world model of reality with regard to sin and all these things. And so the most... You don't agree to that?
No, I think there's basically...
Have they got a different Bible?
And one is, to make it as brief as possible, there's a worldview that we're evolving, that we're moving forward, and what Jesus may have called the kingdom come, which is something entirely on earth. And then there's this worldview that is, it's really not a worldview, except it's an anti-evolutionary belief that we have to be stagnant, that everything has to remain the same, that the Bible has to mean the same thing today that it meant 2,000, 4,000 years ago, whenever those stories were told. It's actually worshiping of words.
So you've evolved beyond the Bible?
I'm sorry, what?
You've evolved beyond the Bible?
I have evolved beyond the Bible? Well, I could. I think that's probably likely at some point.
Then why are they still calling themselves Christians and still using certain parts of the Bible?
Well, because they see Christianity as a way to serve the world. They see it as an organization, a fellowship, a way for people to come together. And for one thing, it gives, it pulls the... It gives the fundamentalists an option, alternatives to some of their wackier, old-fashioned beliefs, which may have been useful beliefs 200, 300, 400 years ago, but today they're antiquated and they're outdated and they're not as useful as they used to be, or they've actually become harmful and abusive. And we all are evolving, and it seems to me like we're evolving somewhere, and we're going somewhere, wherever that is, and I think it's the same place, personally.
Then why do you even need to call it a religion? Why do you need to call it Christianity? Just evolve out of it. Just throw it away.
I don't need to. I think it's more helpful. I think atheism has its place, and y'all have a fellowship, and for people who don't like the word God, God is just a damn word. Okay?
Okay,
and
so you don't believe you don't believe there's an actual God?
I'm a pantheist. I'm an agnostic pantheist, man. Whatever exists is God to
Well,
me.
on this it says you're a progressive theist, so you're an agnostic pantheist.
Yeah, recovering Baptist who doesn't like labels.
Sure. So, well, then why'd you adopt such a stupid one? I mean,
Well, that's pretty condescending, Matt.
It is,
Still
and
owe
I'm.
you steak dinner.
It is, and I'm having fun because agnostic pantheist. You're a recovering Baptist, so you used to believe in a single God, but now you've adopted pantheism, which I don't know actually is necessarily consistent with agnosticism. I mean,
Of course it is.
I think you can put the two together like that. I'm just wondering what your justification is when you say you don't like labels.
Well, I was trying to have fun too, man.
Okay, well then we're having fun.
Well,
Okay.
what do you
God
believe
knows,
in?
Well, yeah, Beth's
I
want to
really
know
can't
what.
hear Beth. I got to tell your technical people, I can't hear what she's saying.
Okay, well, unfortunately, we have less than a minute left in the show.
Okay, well, peace, love. We got to live together, man. And let's try to pull some of these fundamentalists out of the dark ages. And if we have to do it with religion, that's fine.
No, it's not fine.
And it doesn't work.
Maybe it's not your gig. Maybe it's not
More
your
go
gig.
from
But
fundamentalism
you
to
can't
atheism.
If you just abandon these people, they're just going to get worse.
I'm not abandoning them. I'm just not willing to use lies to move people towards truth. I am a fan of using truth to move people in the right direction.